queen. Tell me what are you waiting for? Tell me what are you waiting for?
Family, what's up? What's up? What's up? It's time again. It's time for, the time we all been waiting for. It's time for another episode of Opinion Matter. What's going on, Felicia, Quail?
Welcome back. It is time for another installment of Opinion Matters, where your opinions matter.
Yes, sir.
So let us know. Light up those comments with your opinions, because we need them. We love them because they matter. Really? Yeah. Is that even need to be a thought? They matter. So light us up with them. So like, share, and subscribe, because sharing is caring.
No doubt.
Hey, Quail.
What up, Lee? What up, Chip?
What up, family? It's time for another episode.
What's going on?
It's going to be a good one today.
Gonna be a good one, man.
Yes.
I'm going to say something that doesn't have anything to do with our topic real quick. But we had a discussion this morning about a guy that got carjacked in Atlanta. And it hurt me to my heart. Number one, we did a show on guns and all, and we're going to have to piggyback on that show because I still stick to my guns. Everybody needs a gun. I don't care what you say. Everybody needs a gun. Guns do not kill people. Stupid people with guns kill people. And this man apparently was stopping at a Quick Trip, airing up his tire, whatever. He got carjacked by these guys. Apparently, I believe he tried to fight them off. They ended up killing him. So my thing is, I just think that if he had his gun, you know what I mean, that could have been prevented. Or it could have been a shootout. I don't know. But it's better to have and not need than to need and not have. I'm done with that. Yeah. We can piggyback up on that. All y'all that's in the Facebook, y'all heard what I just said. If y'all don't like what I said, let's talk about it on our next show when we do guns. And you're more than welcome to come on the show. We'll put you on. We'll put you on one of them little blocks right there. We'll put you on and y'all can debate with us all day. All right? So with that being said, let's go ahead and get off of this and get on to the show.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Chip.
Yeah, man. I also heard about that. I just want to touch bases on that and say rest in peace to the young brother that lost his life and to his family. I did hear about that, and unfortunately, just another unfortunate incident that happened amongst our people. So let's come on, let's do better when it comes to that. Yeah,
let's do better.
Yeah, but no, that won't be discussion. The discussion on today's show, that won't be it. We today we will be discussing a very touchy subject. One I had to dress up for a little bit.
I see you got your preacher attire.
Yeah, man. We may have taken the church on this. We may have taken the church on this.
When I saw him, I said to myself, well, I might have should have put on a suit.
Yeah, man. At least dressing up for this topic, man. Because today's topic is church still necessary? Is it still necessary to go to your place of worship and gather and fellowship with the brethren and also get the word? Is it still necessary? Church. Quail, Felicia.
Church.
I'm gonna let Lily get it first because y'all know me. I'm a ruff a lot of feathers.
Okay, so we the people, the body of Christ, are the church. So I'm going to say yes, church is necessary. It's more than going to get the word, because it's about fellowship. It's about communing with God. It's about more than just listening to the preacher or going to see the praise team or the choir sing. It's about feeling connected to God. So I'm going to say yes, I think it is necessary.
Do you believe it's still necessary?
Mhm.
Okay. I'm gonna give my short answer before I go into everything else. Yes, I do believe that church is necessary because when what's about to come, when it comes, it ain't gonna be enough churches. And we are talking the building. We do know that the body is the church. We do know that. We're talking about the place of where we all gather and worship together. We're talking about that building that we call church. So that's what we're talking about. Is it necessary? Yes, I still believe it's necessary. Now, all the rigmarole that goes on in the church, we can do without. And I'm about to get on some of y'all bubblegum pastors. Yes, I said bubblegum. I'm about to get on some of y'all. Bubblegum, sugar coating, and all the above. I mean, because when people go to church, to the place of worship, let's say when people go to the place of worship, you're supposed to go with a mind of leaving different than from when you came. You're supposed to go with intentions of, I'm going to get something that I don't have.
Yeah.
But when you go in evil and you come out worse than evil, whatever that is, something's wrong.
More evil?
Yeah.
More evil, whatever, something's wrong. Because, like I said, you bubblegum pastors, and I'm gonna go ahead. I'm just going ahead and bust some heads right quick. Y'all get pissed off at me if you want. But I've been thinking about this one, Lily. And this one's gonna go beyond a little bit, still on the same subject, but where we going. When 2020 hit with the pandemic, a lot of y'all bubblegum pastors showed your face. And I'm calling you out. You showed your face because you shut down the church. You didn't even go live. You didn't try to go live on Facebook or social media, whatever. You just shut down completely. All those lost souls. You're going to give an account for that.
Yeah.
And you that are watching, you know who I'm talking. I'm talking about you. Yeah. Pastor so-and-so, talking about you. I'm calling y'all out tonight. I don't care. If y'all want me, come get me. Come see me.
Yeah. And sad to say, there was a lot of pastors that during that whole pandemic thing, they did, hey, I guess it was every sheep for itself because the shepherd, the shepherd seemed to have closed the gates. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to the ones that remain open. Shout out to the ones that went live.
No doubt. By any means necessary.
By any means, y'all kept it going. But go ahead, Lily.
Okay. So, yeah, we had some churches that had to close their doors and did not reopen due to the pandemic. I'm going to dare to say that, Quay, you talk about old school church a lot. So along with that, we had a lot of old school pastors that don't believe in going live on Facebook, that are not necessarily tech savvy. So that could be a reason behind it. You have some pastors that just didn't believe that was going to work for them, even though there were signs showing, hey, this is the way we need to go if we want to reach more people. Now, and then you have those that were and are genuinely concerned for their congregants' health. So yeah, I'm gonna put that radical statement out there. You can look at me how you want to, but that is a thought process that went forth.
First of all, does COVID exist? I believe something does exist. I believe if there's something out there. I don't know if we can really call it COVID. We don't see it. Does Jesus exist? I'm asking you, Lily.
Yeah.
Can you see him?
No.
Can you feel him?
Oh, I feel him. Feel him in my heart.
You know he's here.
Yeah, Jesus is real.
Right, so
I know the Lord is real to me.
I know you can't answer this, but the question to the pastors: why in the world did we put more fear in something we can't see and we call ourselves Christians, and we believe in God that we can't see, and yet we say we fear God. So we fear God and we fear COVID at the same time. What kind of mess? God has not given us the spirit of fear.
But a sound mind. I got that.
But we having pastors that got more fear in something that they can't see instead of having fear in God. You're supposed to believe God and trust God for everything. I'm not Lily, because if you say it, I'm gonna tear you up. I'm gonna tell
Say
you.
what?
I'm trying to keep you off my hit list. Don't get on my hit list.
Because, you stay on my hit list, so I know I stay on yours. So I mean, it is what it is.
I'm just saying. Okay. I got one for you. A pastor told me, and I'm gonna believe everything. I'm just saying. Me and the pastor went head to head.
Okay.
During the pandemic, and the pastor told me in the pandemic. Now his members are watching. Now we going on it. We going at it on Facebook. Me and this pastor. And he was telling them, man, y'all need to stay inside. That COVID out there, it's killing people. It's doing this and that. Well, God out there, he's killing people too. Devil is too. I mean, things are happening. Okay, hold up. Let me finish. He said, I told him, I said, well, Pastor, if you are afraid, then maybe you should shut your church down, because God don't need no coward soldiers. You can't fight for God and you scared? Okay, he told me, now I got sense enough to know if a dog is outside and he grinning and growling and showing his teeth, I got sense enough not to go outside. And I said, if the dog is outside grinning, growling, and showing his teeth, I got sense enough to shoot the damn dog. Who's winning? And guess what? 5 of his members started following me. Because you're afraid. I should be the one pastor in your church.
Yeah. I mean, because and the thing is, the thing is, you know, when times get hard and times get rough, we most definitely need, you know, the men of God to step up and be the guidance that the people need, that the flock need, instead of, you know, like I said, you know, cutting themselves off. I mean, and if that means, you know, because we all agree that church is necessary, since that's the topic for today, we all agreeing that church is necessary. And I want to take this quick break to just say that if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, man, because we need that. You know what I'm saying? We need all the comments, all the likes, all the shares, all you can do for us. We love you for it. Thank you very much. But like I said, we all agree that church is needed. So, you know, if it took going online, I even seen a church here in Carrollton where the pastor, he just you know, he had his pool pit outside, speakers sat up, and you know, everybody just sat in their cars. You know, he had the drive-in church service. You know, but, you know,
all right.
Just you know, just in order to keep the word going forth. You know, so
be smart about it. Okay,
know,
so that leads into what I was getting ready to say. Yes, we fear God. We love God. We fear God. But God also told us to be smart about what we do. So, yes, COVID is a real thing. It just like the flu, just like H1N1, just like HIV, just like any other disease out there, COVID is a real thing. And I'm not saying shut everything down, but I'm saying be smart about how we do what we do. Yes, we continue to fight the good fight. We continue to worship God, but let's be smart about it. Let's not put ourselves in a position to where we have to be, oh my God, I can't come out because I have COVID. Yes, I'm going to worship God. I'm going to give God every bit of honor, every bit of glory, every bit of praise that God deserves, because God deserves it all. But I'm going to be smart about it as well. If I know that my neighbor has COVID, guess what? I'm not getting ready to be right there in that neighbor's face. Now, what I will do is text, you know what? Fix your face for real, for real. But what I will do is I'm gonna text my neighbor, hey, how you doing? Have you do you need anything? I'm gonna still be the person that God has called me to be, and we can show that God is in us, not necessarily by going to church, but by loving thy neighbor. You see your neighbor is down with COVID or whatever, check on them. Hey, do you if you can, so to speak, because a really good friend of mine had COVID, and I helped her out. She said, hey sis, I'm in a bind, I can't really come out, can you help me out? So yeah, I went to the grocery store for her, got a couple of things. I didn't see her, like we didn't come face to face, but I helped her out. I went to the store, got her things, I sat them on her doorstep, and did it that way. That was the God in me helping my friend, loving on my neighbor as I would love myself. So yes, the church is in me. I was born and raised in, so the church is in me. I don't need to I lost my train of thought. But anywho, church is necessary. Church is in me. Yes, I love that church is open, but I don't need to go into the building to do God's work. I can do God's work outside of the building, because it's a building.
Yeah.
Right.
It's a building.
And
it's a building that can fade away, that can get knocked down, get torn down. You go one day, is there, you come back by the next day, it's being knocked down or torn down or whatever. So I'm not faulting the pastors that did close their doors, because we don't know. They probably were out in their community trying to help serve in other ways. We don't know all of the issues. Some of them wasn't. I'll give you that. Some of them wasn't, but there were a good deal that were. So turn your lip down and fix your face. As your
Y'all remember back in the day we used to
I mean, like I said, just beyond, we'll pass beyond the church and the COVID thing, because we don't want to talk about that too much.
No, we don't want to talk about that.
But
I got something I want to pick it on that. But before we go to Chip, Lily, I gotta say this. Shout out to Shakita Brown. You know Shakita Brown, Chip?
Shakita Brown.
Yeah, Shakita Brown out of Carrollton, Georgia. Shakita Brown, I'm going to say shout out. She's a true soldier for God. And not only she's a true soldier for God, she's a fan of the show. So shout out to Shakita Brown. We appreciate you watching. And yes, when we gravitate to another topic that you going to love, we will have you on the show, because I like your energy. So, but you're right, Chill. We're not going to dedicate that whole thing to the show. But I got to say this concerning the church, and I want to ask y'all how y'all feel about it at the same time.
Okay.
But before I say that, I got to plug this. And Chip, you know this. I'm not going to stay on it, but I'm going to move on. I ain't even going to let you answer, Lily. But at the same time, when the COVID thing happened, y'all didn't go to church, but you was at the mall and at Walmart and at the Waffle House. I'm done with that. No. We going. We moving on.
Now you can't throw the bait out there and then pull it back now. No, we ain't doing it. We ain't doing that.
Because COVID ain't just in the church. It's at Walmart and Waffle House too. But you going to get the thing on groceries. You shopping. Still shopping till you drop.
I still continue to go to church.
COVID was my man.
I still continue to go to church. I was on the front line. You know what? Forget you and your little piece of tissue. I was still at church. when the pandemic was going,
We're not talking about you. We're talking about people in general.
But you're talking to me now. You're
We gotta
talking
move
to
on.
me now.
Look,
Yeah.
I done told
So
you
when y'all
don't
go
throw
to
something
church-
out there like that.
when y'all go to church, do y'all need the Fox Theater when you go there? Does church have to have disco lights? My daddy would call it disco lights. They got disco lights up in the church. I'd be like, disco lights? But
Yeah.
do the church got to have the lights and the unnecessary fog machine? And I'm talking about this stuff is going on during praise and worship. I'm talking about fog, lights. I mean, how y'all feel about that? I mean, me personally, yeah, I'm old school. I don't want to see no lights and no fog when I'm getting my praise on. I don't need all that.
No.
Okay, so my I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go
So
ahead.
my
I'll
thoughts
speak
on that, I don't need the fog, the smoke, all of that stuff. I don't need that. But for me, I feel like the lighting can set a different atmosphere. It can set an intimate setting in order to commune with God. Is it necessary all the time? No. But like, because I'm on the praise team, different lightings can set different moods for songs, and that's just my thought process on that. It is not necessary, but it'll help get the message of the song across.
I don't know about that. I feel like I should have bought tickets to a show or something.
I'm not saying put on a performance or anything, but so you go to a concert or whatever, and we're going to say Ty Tribbett, because that's just what popped into my head. He's singing a high energy song. The lights are going to be bright, and he's going to be bouncing all over the place because he's high energy. But when you sing, hold on, let me finish.
Okay.
When you sing that more intimate song, the love song to God and to Jesus, the lighting in that is going to be a more intimate setting. It's going to be a little bit more dim. It's going to probably focus more on the person singing or the group as a whole, and it's going to draw your congregation in to even receive those words, receive the lyrics of the song more. So, like I said, is it necessary to me? No, but it helps. And I stand with it.
Notice what you said. When you go to a Ty Tribbett show, it's a show.
That's the thing.
It's
I get that, but Ty Tribbett, I chose Ty Tribbett because he is in the church.
Because you can go to an old quartet singing, and that's a singing. They ain't even have no lights and fog, man. They say Shirley Caesar ain't gonna have no lights.
And notice what you said. Old. Notice what you said. Old.
I played for Shirley one time.
We will say that, hey, people be shouting throughout the building without any of the lights and glamour.
Yeah.
We will give them that, because like I said, if it's at a concert, then I expect that at a concert, and I'm more willing to receive it. But like I said, I guess I fall into that old school category myself. Also, when I walk into the church, I don't want to be distracted by the lights, by the nothing. All I want to do is feel the presence of God, and it really don't take the lights and all that to do that for me.
Do y'all remember when y'all used to go to the church though, and when you walk in the door, you felt God's presence because mother was over there kneeling down praying. The deacon was already praying. Somebody was up. Just
ushering in the spirit. Yeah.
Ushering in the spirit. Now, when you go and the church is already smoked out, when you walk in there and the lights are already set, I can come in high. I come in with my bottle. I ain't finna see it.
You ain't coming in no church with your bottle, so don't even let that statement roll out your mouth.
The way they are setting this scene is that you can just come on in disrespectfully. Yeah, come as you are, but don't come disrespectful.
Okay, I give you that. But I'm gonna tell you this right here. The church is a spiritual hospital. You're gonna come in sick. You come in sick, whether that be high, you drunk, or whatever your ailment is, coming in sick in order to get healed. So people coming as they are, they may not have picked up their Bible. They may not have picked up the word to say, you know, what they may not have picked up their word. They may not have thoughts, or nobody has ever told them, hey, no, this is the house of God, you be respectful. So this leads me to that. Well, to this next thing on my mind. So all the things that go on in church, is that religion or is that God? Because religion and God are two different entities.
Yeah, and I feel like a lot of things that go on in the church is a lot of it is things that men picked up. They can't find it in the Bible, but they tend to do it in the church. You know what I'm saying? And that's because they picked it up along the way, however far back it may go or whatever. But it's plenty that go on in the church that I mean, look, Creflo just came out a couple of weeks ago and said he is repenting for everything he ever said on tithe, and he said, get rid of all his books, everything that he have had to say on tithing, because he have been
We're gonna have
wrong.
to talk about that on the show, but we don't have time for it now, because my opinion on that, Chip, I think Creflo shouldn't have never said anything. I think he did more hurt than I think he just shouldn't have said nothing.
Yeah, we'll most definitely speak on that.
We got to talk about that.
It is, it is very big.
And we will talk about it.
Yeah. So,
but like y'all was just saying about, I think that a lot of reasons why there are a lot of different churches, and we worship this way, we worship that way, because the churches they came out of wouldn't let them do what they wanted to do. And so they went started their own church. So now we can have this over here. Now we can bring the lights. Now we can do, because they wouldn't let us do it over there. So we can do it because God said, let everything have breath, praise the Lord and all that. But yeah, and that's true. But y'all have got so out of hand to where it's disrespectful. I don't care what you say, man. Yeah. If I don't like your pants around your butt when you walking in the street, I don't want to see that in the church.
I want to see
like you said, Lily, somebody need to be there and tell them, hey, man, pull your pants up.
Yeah.
You remember when the mother used to come around and give them girls them sheets because their dresses was too.
Yeah.
What happened to that mother?
Yeah.
She's still around. She's still around. I still see it.
There's still some. But back onto the church thing too, though, because of the pandemic, a lot of people have gotten comfortable with sitting at home. I get the word at the house. I don't have to be involved with it. How y'all feel about that? Because at one point in time, that was me. And that was actually before 2020. It was actually 2018. 2019 for me, I wasn't going to nobody's church. I'm like, man, I can get this at the house because it was so available. How about y'all?
People. Okay, so internet is a great tool. It's a great tool, and it's also a detrimental tool. It can lead to people becoming lazy, doing all kind of stuff.
Which it has.
But so I feel like if you can get up and go to the club Saturday, you can get up and go to church on Sunday.
Yeah.
That's just how I feel about the whole situation.
Yeah.
Bedside Baptist.
Bedside Baptist. Yeah.
That's a touchy one for me, because now, granted, if you are physically unable to make it into the building, okay, by all means.
Yeah.
If you just rolling over because you just, I didn't get in till 2:00.
Right.
No. You made that sacrifice to be out that late. You can make that sacrifice, God.
Yeah, yeah. And the thing is, ain't nothing like the real thing, man. You know what I'm saying? You can watch it online or whatever, but it's nothing like being, in the presence. And then, it's nothing like fellowshipping with the brethren and the
Yeah.
sisters. You know what I'm saying? Because I love the people that I gather with. It's a lot of people that I look forward to seeing on a weekly basis. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I love when the old mama come by and, hey, baby, I love you. I love you too, mama. You know what I'm
God
saying?
bless
So,
you.
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah. I love that. You know what I'm saying? And, it's several brothers that I don't met throughout the church that, I consider brothers. So, and then, just the networking that you can develop within the body of Christ, far as
Right.
business wise too. So, it's just it's a lot that can come out of, really going and congregating with the brethren. You know.
Mhm.
But what about though, Chip? Though, because it's so convenient now. Though you got all the tithing and offering apps, and you know what I mean. And you don't necessarily. I mean, you getting the same word. You paying your tithe. But you're giving tithes and you're giving offering. I
Yeah.
mean, you went to the church. Now I understand what you just said. I'm totally for that, Chip. But I'm
Mm-hmm.
talking about the brother that says, I don't need the fellowship. I'm good. I got the same words you got, brother, and I paid my tithe. You know what I mean?
Uh,
What about that guy or that woman?
the book, the,
That
the, the
that
good book say, forsake not yourself to assemble. You know what I'm saying? So, it's, when it comes to that, yeah, you can get it, but, you still need to get with your brother because sometimes, you may be going through something and you can't ask, what I'm saying? You can't ask Facebook Live, hey, Facebook Live, what do I need to do? You know what I'm saying? So sometimes it take, what I'm saying, knowing a brother within a real live brother within the church to say, hey, bro, hey man, I'm going through whoop de whoop, man. Somebody to talk to, somebody to fellowship with, somebody to confess to at times. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I'm weak right here, bro. Could you pray for me? You know what I'm saying? So, uh, yeah, like I said, it just ain't nothing like the real thing, man. It really, it's not.
I
like
totally
the
agree.
real thing,
Hmm.
baby. I'm sorry.
I mean, I totally agree. With all that being said, y'all, we got to go ahead and wrap this up. We appreciate you guys for tuning in tonight. I hope I pissed enough of y'all off. With that being said, Chip, go ahead and give it to us, bro.
Like I said, the church. We all know it, man, and we all love it. Is it necessary? I think we all three agree, man, and hopefully most of our listeners will also agree that yes, it's very much necessary because we all need Christ in our life. This world need more Christ in it because we can see the world spiraling out of control, and I think one reason the world is spiraling out of control is, hey, we're leaving the church. So, hey, let's get back to church, man. And if you feel like the church is not what it should be, when you go to church and you join the church and you be that difference that church need in it. You know what I'm saying? No matter what it takes. You know what I'm saying? Because we got to keep this word going forth because without this word, it's gonna get crazy, man. And that's my take.
Okay. So, with that being said, you can follow us on Instagram at opinion_matters_show. That's on Instagram. Once again, that is opinion_matters_show. You can also follow us on TikTok at NewPixel, NPSKOM. NewPixel, NPSKOM on TikTok. So, once again, family, we love y'all. We thank y'all for rocking with us. We thank y'all for every week tuning in.
Yes.
So we're going to ask again that you subscribe, that you like, give us a thumbs up. Those help us. boost our ratings. We trying to blow up. We trying to do it big, y'all.
Yeah.
Comment, like the comments up, drop hearts when you agree with something we say. Drop hearts to show us that you love us. Hit the notification bell so you can get notifications of when we are doing things, because we regular people, we're just ordinary people. We get together, sharing our opinions. So with that being said, I'm moving on to you. What it do, Quail?
All right. What she just said. There are several emojis. If you don't like what I say, you could personally just shoot me a bird. I don't care.
Please don't. If you don't like what you say, put it in the comments and talk about it.
I said what I said. So the bird emoji is down there. Go ahead and give me one. All right. So I said what I said because this is opinion matters. Everybody opinion it matters. Everybody opinion matters. So I said what I said. You can say what you want to say.
Yes.
Everybody out there can say what they want to say. It's just my opinion. You know what I mean? That's how I feel. So with that being said, leave your boy the bird. I'm good with it. I won't do nothing but talk about you on the next show. It's all good. But love y'all, man. So with that being said, man, shout out to Purpose Entertainment. My bad. Chip and Nicole. Lee for Lady in the Hook. Mew Pixel. Record already. News people should know. Jolie Nance. And shout out to you. Couple of shots to my boy KC for always supporting the show.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Edward Wright,
Thank you.
always supporting the show. DeWitt Sheets, always supporting the show. And our new fan that I told y'all about earlier, Shakita Brown. Much love to you. Thank you for supporting the show.
Welcome, Shakita. Welcome to the family.
That was up. And like I said, man, we love y'all, man. And we will catch y'all live on next Thursday. All right? Love y'all, man. Deuces.
Peace.